Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-hand mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we're working on a Toro SS5000, and today, in my opinion, I'm going to show you how to remove and reinstall the mower deck. So the first thing you want to do, if you don't have asphalt or concrete to do this on, a lot of people in the comments have been saying a tarp, piece of plywood, whatever you can do to get it out easier will help. You're going to go ahead and put the mower deck all the way in the furthest down position that you can. Belt off, and I've done it a couple different ways, and the easiest way I found is right here. There's a spring, and this is your belt, and you do have to make sure you take a look at this and see how it goes before you take it off, and take a picture of it because back where the engine pulley is, it's going to sit back on there, and everything's got to go back together the way it was. So I'm going to go ahead and take the spring off, and what I'm going to do, because I have to have something to help me hold right there, so I'm going to hold that there, and then I'm going to pull out the spring like so. Having this on this hook helped this from flapping around, which just all I need was a little bit of help, so to stay stationary so I can get this off. Now we should be able to just pull on this belt and loosen everything up. And then I want to go around to the back side of the engine. Okay, so I'm back here at the engine pulley, and I'm just going to pull this belt off the mower deck right there and just leave it sit right like that. Now we're going to go around to the front of the machine. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead. Now, when the mower deck is all the way down, this should be loose. And if it's not loose, then you might have to put a block of wood underneath there or something. But as you can see, somebody has put their clip in all the way, which makes it a little bit harder to get out. With a pair of pliers, just going to pull this up and out. If you turn it sideways and pull up on it, it should be a little bit easier to get out. Like that. Take the washer off. And again, this is loose, so it should just pop out. And you might have to move the mower deck around a little bit. Just a little bit, get that to come out and down. All right. Now this is I'm gonna just push this in the front and hang it down in the front, like that. Okay, so we're on the left side of the machine, and this arm right here is what holds the back of the mower deck on, and it has a hook on this bracket. You guys can't see that right now, but you'll be able to see it when I get it off the machine. I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up the front of the mower deck, and be very careful you don't pinch your fingers. Lift it up off, drop the mower deck without pinching your fingers, and you can see that it just came off that bracket right here, and the hook is here, which you can't see. I'm going to show it to you when I slide it out. We're going to go to the other side. Okay, so I'm going to put my pry bar, because my fingers definitely were getting close to being pinched. I'm going to slide my pry bar under it, and like I said, you guys can use a block of wood, or if you saw that block of wood, I didn't mention the tools, but block of wood, pry bar, pair of needle nose pliers, and a hook. And I'm picking it up, and you have to make it come up and above that hook, and then pull the mower deck back some. Like that. Just like so. Yeah, this has got a good notch on there. That's just a lot of wear and tear right there. If this is getting thin, it's gonna be hard to see that. You probably won't be able to see that, but these will get thin, and you're gonna have to either weld that up or replace this bracket. Put the mower deck all the way in the furthest up position you can. And this may be spring loaded, so be careful. All right, this one isn't so bad. Now I'm gonna pull it out the chute side first. And also, you may wanna move your front wheels like this, have them sideways so there's more room for the mower deck to slide out. Now let me just show you the hooks. Right here, you can see where you have to put the bar's going to come right through here, and then they just slide onto these hooks. You guys see a lot of wear. You might have to replace your brackets. But when we slide it back under again, you're just going to lift up the mower deck and rehook it onto the bar under there. And that's pretty much how you take it off. As far as putting it back on, we're going to do just the opposite. Slide it back in. I'm putting the belt just behind the tire, and there is a bracket that you have to go over back there. and then you slide this in to just about where you see your bar. So you're going to go ahead and put your mower deck all the way back down again, as far as it'll go. And what that does is it drops these bars. And as you can see, I actually have the mower deck back extremely far, which is not bad though, because it has to come up behind this bar and it has to hook on there. I definitely need some help getting this up in the air. And this 50-inch mower deck is not light. So if you have to, you can use a block of wood. So let's slip it on with the hook, just like so. The bar has to go in this bracket on the inside, but then it has to hook on the hook over here. And I apologize if you guys can't see this very well, but it's very hard to get a good picture of that. Then we go around to the other side. All right, so I got lucky, and this one actually hooked itself back on as I put the other side on there. And as you can see, I put the light on now, so you can see how it's supposed to go. All right, so take notice of that. If you guys need to, always use pictures. It helps you out a lot. Let's go ahead and put the front bar on next. Now this was just hanging out in the front. I had it slid forward, so I'm sliding back down again. And if you have any problems with this going in, the mower deck is pretty rigid right now, hanging on those bars, but you gotta do what you gotta do to get it on. You might have to manipulate the deck a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and put the pin down through. And as you can see in the back there, that's what holds the transmissions together right there. The belt has to go above that. So what I try to do is I try to put the belt on all the pulleys. I'll leave this off for now, and I'll go back to the engine pulley. And as I said, you put the belt over this bracket right here, and then you put it around the engine pulley, and then you go back up front, and then we're gonna go ahead and just put it on this pulley here, make sure we're around everything. Okay, I can already tell that way back in there, this one right here is not on the flat side. All right, so it's back on there. Just make sure everything is exactly the way it's supposed to be. A lot of these mower decks had covers. This one came in without the cover, and I highly recommend putting covers on these things because, well, the covers don't help you keep debris out, but they help you. If you put your foot near it, it's not going to catch, and that's why the covers are there. It's there for safety. I'm going to go ahead and use my vice grip tool again just to help me just hold that steady. And once I'm 100% sure that it's still on the engine pulley, because sometimes it drops off the back, and we have to pull this guy right here onto here. Just like so. Has good tension. That pretty much wraps up for how to remove and install a mower deck on a Toro SS5000 with a 50-inch mower. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.